All right. In today's notes, we're going to talk about how the foreign exchange market can influence trade between two countries. So I think it's important to know that um, we're talking about the dollar in both of these examples, but this really holds true for any currency that either appreciates or depreciates. So if you went back to last unit or last set of notes, you'll find that we talked about the foreign exchange determinants. Those foreign exchange determinants are what determine the change in the value of currency in the economy. Now, what we're talking about today is when the currency changes values, when the dollar appreciates or the dollar depreciates, we want to try to figure out how that's going to influence the trade between that country and other countries. So if we start with when the dollar appreciates, first it's important to know that what that means when the dollar appreciates is that a dollar will buy more foreign currency. So if I can use my dollar and buy more foreign currency, then I'm also going to be able to buy more foreign goods. So the very first thing I can tell is when my currency appreciates, I am going to be more willing to buy more from other countries, which means my imports are going to increase. So the dollar appreciates, we start to import more because we can buy those foreign goods by using less of our dollars. Now, on the flip side, people that are outside the United States are going to be less likely to want to buy U.S. goods because their dollar or their foreign currency does not buy as many of our dollars. And so we can see then that exports are going to decrease. Now, this combination of imports increasing and exports decreasing creates what we call in econ a trade deficit. And a trade deficit just means that there's more dollars that are leaving our economy than coming into our economy through trade. Now, the combination of importing more and exporting less leads to a decrease in net exports. Remember, that is exports minus imports. And since net exports is a component of aggregate demand, we can see that ultimately, when our dollar appreciates, our aggregate demand is going to fall because people outside the U.S. are going to want to buy less U.S. goods when our currency has appreciated and their currency has depreciated. Now, on the flip side, if we look at when the dollar depreciates, and again, this is for any currency that depreciates, that currency will buy less foreign currency. And if that's the case, then we're going to be less willing to buy foreign goods, which is why our imports will fall. Now, when our imports fall, people that are outside our economy are holding dollars that are worth, or currency that's worth more. Those people are going to be more willing to buy U.S. goods. And this combination creates what we call a trade surplus. And in the end, this trade surplus leads to an increase in net exports, which again is a component of aggregate demand. So ultimately, we can see that when our currency depreciates, the end result is an increase in aggregate demand in our economy. Now, the last thing I wanted to make sure that we are clear on is that we're saying that these instances are all a result of the currency either appreciating or depreciating. They are not the cause. The cause is going to be your determinants. Determinants change, the currency appreciates, and then these scenarios or factors will all end up happening as a result of a currency changing value.